Hey guys, it's Michael. Day 9 of 100 Days of Making Comics, and today I will be working on learning how to draw wolves. Because, spoiler alert, Wolverine's running with some wolves in this one. So, as I'm kind of working on this, and it might be because of the size and stuff that I'm working on, a lot of my figures, a lot of the figure work, it's kind of cartoony, too cartoony for my liking. And again, I think it's probably has a lot to do with I'm working in a big pen and just really kind of get my hand loose and stuff. So I'm not going to really worry about it too much. As far as stylistically, like what I'm going for, um, in the comic book, it's it's going to be fast, but at the same time, I kind of want it to have an aesthetic uh, that I like, or else I'll get bored of it very fast. So let me show you the quote unquote aesthetic that I'm going to be going for. Um, so the aesthetic is more or less like this, right? I gotta, yeah, you can't really see it all that much. But anyway, so I mean, you're gonna have like some parts of it is gonna be, um, cartoony, like the oversized. I mean, this is foreshortening and all that kind of stuff, but I kind of want to have a somewhat sense of realism, not just like straight up cartoon. But that's what I'm going to try for, and of course, with that, I want to be able to like put the wolves in the same type of style. I don't want to have like this, and then all of a sudden you have these crappy looking wolves. I shouldn't say crappy, but just different kind of wolves. So like as of right now, this is what I got. As you can tell, I'm kind of struggling somewhat a little bit, but it'll get better as I continue to practice. And so I'm going to actually do a little bit because the majority of the time the wolves are going to be running, and so I need to figure out how that works. And then after that, I need to be able to, like I said, try to bring it more into realism, and I think that'll be on the larger page. So something new I'll draw for you guys. It might turn out good, it might turn out like crap. It's only going to be like about 3 minutes of it because I don't want to run this too long. So if I go out of frame, I apologize, but hopefully I won't. Um, but yeah, anyways, so I don't know if I told you like the gist of the story or not, but it's like the trials and tribulations of I think I did tell you guys of not necessarily Wolverine. It's not really a trial. It's more or less like a trial to heal, and and that's what I'm gonna be going for. And of course, as the healing and stuff like that, there's going to be you know um, it's going to be see, I can't talk and draw at the same time. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be what it is. Nah, um, it's gonna be a flashback. You're gonna have multiple flashbacks and everything like that, and I'm gonna definitely try to bring like a lot of power. A lot of because it is a flashback, because it is a dream sequence. I really want it to convey, I should say, like motion and stuff, and whether things like make sense or not. Um, you know, um, I would like it to make sense. Does that make some sense? But at the same time, it's going to be more or less like the feeling, the um, like the angst. I'm really just trying to bring forth like what Wolverine is feeling, what like the fear, the exhilaration of, I'm not going to say the hunt, but the exhilaration of like doing something that matters, and whether or not you fail or whether or not you succeed. Um, that's kind of like what I think everyone, I mean, I played sports and everything like that for let's say a better part of my life as far as like when I was younger, and I still do from time to time. But of course, like I'm older and I don't practice quote unquote my game, man. I don't practice as much as what I used to, right? But I remember like whenever I used to compete, whether it was like in football, soccer, taekwondo, whatever it was, um, I would always you always want to do good because you put so much time and effort into something that you eventually pay for to play, right? But it had nothing really to do with the fact that you paid for it. It had everything to do with the fact that you want to see a payoff at the end. Okay, so you want to see a payoff at the end of all that time and effort and that practice and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, sure, it was fun. Like whenever you're practicing and stuff like that, it's always fun to like hang around with your friends and play and have that type of exhilaration and camaraderie and all that kind of jazz, right? But I kind of want to exude the feeling that hey, Wolverine is out to do something, and he it 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 matters. It matters. So again, like back in the day, winning mattered, right? But again, it's just a sport and all those kind of stuff. You got to keep that kind of stuff in perspective. But again, it's you have that exhilaration. You do an awesome move. You pull off something that you didn't think that you'd be able to do. You have that type of energy, that type of adrenaline, right, rushing through you and stuff. And that's kind of like what I want to convey in this story. And it is going to be very uh, jumpy. It'll be non-linear, um, but at the same time, you know, like each panel beat and stuff like that, I really want to like bring the reader into the fold of like what's going on and stuff, right? So, but yeah, this is just like a doodle, a sketch. I'm using a reference photo, of course. I'm just really like right now. I know that the neck and the shoulder. I'm sorry, the neck and like the chest and everything like that should be extended probably a lot more than this. So let's say if I have like the head right here, instead of that, it should be like probably out further this way. That way, I think it really looks like it would really look like the wolf, he or she, is extending. Um, Kind of like what Walter Simonson used to do. I mean, I like Walter Simonson and everything like that, and a lot of like a lot of whatchamacallit, a lot of comic book artists, did this, is that they would extend, and if you don't believe me, but if they extended certain limbs and everything, right, and made the arms like bigger than the whole entire body, you didn't really notice it because you had that feeling of like, oh my gosh, look at this guy, it's just like crazy good. But I mean, for an example, perfect example, let me see if I can't find this really quick without going over time. Walter Simonson's four covers. So yeah, for example, you guys are gonna have to look this up because I'm not gonna be able to do this cheese whiz. So if you looked at, come on, show me this dang cover. If you looked at the Mighty Thor cover for issue number, of course, it's gonna be the one cover that I'm trying to find, and he's not gonna freaking Google search. I hate you. All right. Anyways, I can't find it right now. But if you're checking out Walter Simonson, and again, like other artists and stuff, what they'll do is they'll actually exaggerate certain parts of the body, and that's just to more or less like show you know, what it is that they want you to see. They really want you to see that arm. They really want you to see like the extension of the figure and all this stuff, right? So what he would do is he would draw it larger. So I think probably what I would do is on this, instead of the neck being that close and stuff, especially whenever they're running alongside Wolverine. Spoiler alert. I'm going to go ahead and, you know, exaggerate the length of their neck, exaggerate, you know, certain parts of Wolverine and everything like that, and see if I can't take a page out of Walter Simonson's book to actually convey that extra motion, that extra feeling, intensity, all that good stuff. So, anyways, this is going on a little bit too long, so I will talk to you guys a little bit later. Sorry, there's such a short video, and this is all I got from it. But again, I'm just trying to get comfortable, you know, like trying to get more a little bit realistic with the features of the wolf, and you know, it's more or less a lot of the wolves are going to be in profile. You'll probably have a wolf like snarling, and a lot of running action is going to be happening. So again, just trying to get comfortable with the subject matter that I have coming up shortly that I need to draw for real life. And again, the aesthetic is going to be very much different from that. It's going to be more or less like the Wolverine that I showed you earlier. Um, but yeah, if you guys like my stuff, go ahead and or you want to check out more of my stuff to find out whether or not you like my stuff. I'm over in Instagram at Here or There Bamf Anywhere. Also on Twitter at Bamf27art. And also on DeviantArt at bamf27art.deviantart.com. And that's it for the day or night or whatever, guys and girls. So good luck with whatever it is that you guys are doing. I'll talk to you later. Bye.